Mystic encounters with the Naga. Nagas are snake-like mythical creatures that were known as far back as the ancient world of Eastern nations. Today, they are part of modern culture, but were they really the violent villains and predators they are portrayed as in movies and games? In Sanskrit, a Naga is a cobra or Indian cobra. Synonym words also contain similar syllables. In general, there are several words for the word snake. Sometimes the word Naga is also used generically for snake. This word is related to the English and Germanic translations. It is most likely the Eastern Naga that brought the word snake into European languages. In most cultures, a Naga is specifically a cobra. This can be seen by the hood characteristic of this species of snake. They should not be confused with other species of snakes, the depiction of which was mostly negative, as opposed to the symbolism of the Naga. Nagas in Judaism. Naga mythology has its origin in India. In this religion, the Naga, a mythological race of snakes that takes the form of a cobra, is often seen in Hindu iconography. Naga snakes are described as a powerful and proud semi-divine race that can take the physical form of either a human snake or a whole snake. Their territory is in the enchanted underworld, a realm filled with gems, gold and other treasures called Nagaloka or Patalaloka. One can trace their association with bodies of water. The creatures dwell in rivers, lakes, seas, and wells. Their purpose is to guard treasure. They are strong, their weapon is deadly to humans' poison. Nevertheless, they cannot be called negative heroes. In legends, they often help a person. A vivid example is the story of how the Nagas, who live on the neck of Shiva, helped to whip up the ocean of milk. Nagas are snake men whose eternal and deadly enemies can be considered Garuda's bird-like deities. Snakes are mostly depicted around the neck of deities such as Ganesha, so they can be considered a symbol of wisdom. One can also find the image of a snake as a belt or arm bracelet. Indian mythology of the Nagas is well exposed in the epic Mahabharata. It is the most detailed Indian source that describes the Nagas. They are called guardians of water. From water they can extract the drink of immortality, so they are often depicted with a bowl of living water. Possessors of the miraculous drink can heal, and their venom acts as an antidote to herbalism. They cure infertility. If a married woman sees a snake or water in her dream, it means that she has conceived a child. They are honored as phallic symbols and sacrificed during weddings. Snakes are skilled in the art of music making and are credited with the invention of painting. Nagas in Buddhism. As in Hinduism, the Buddhist Naga usually takes the form of a large cobra with a single head, but sometimes with multiple heads. Strong individuals can turn into humans. Nagas are sometimes depicted as humans with a snake or dragon above their heads. The beasts are believed to live on Nagalok, among other divine creatures, and in various parts of the earth inhabited by humans. Some are aquatic, living in streams or in the ocean, others live in caves. From history, the Nagas are followers of Virupaksha, one of the four heavenly kings who guard the western direction. They are entrusted with the role of guards on Mount Sumeru, protecting the area from raids. Naga is also depicted as the Buddha's protector. The Buddha's chief disciples, Sariputta and Moggallana, are also members of this race. In Brahmanism and Buddhism, one can find the division of the Nagas into four races. Primordial dragons, which can spew fire, spiritual dragons who are guardians of wealth, they guard treasures in the ocean and take half-human form. Divine creatures who can travel to the heavens. They come from the divine realm and can take on full human form, supreme representatives who have great powers and can cause storms, rain, and create lands from the sea. Nagas in other peoples. In the culture of the people of Sri Lanka, snakes are represented as a class of superhumans who take the form of serpents inhabiting the underworld. In the religion of Cambodia, they are the seven-headed serpents inhabiting the royal palace. Naga women and men were distinguished from each other. Male Naga heads symbolized male energy. infinity, timelessness, and immortality. If the creature has an even number of heads, then they are women, representing physicality, mortality, temporality, and the earth. Therefore, the image of Nagas with an odd number of heads can be found all over the country even now. The ancient Khmer believed that they were descendants of the Nagas or dragons. Even though there is no proof of the existence of the Nagas, most Khmer still believe that they exist and will one day reappear, bringing prosperity to their people. Also, the deities themselves represent the rain or bridge between the realm of humans and the realm of gods. Therefore, they can transform into humans. They are the protectors of humans from evil forces and other deities. In Indonesian culture, the Naga is depicted as a giant magical snake with a crown. They are considered deities associated with water and fertility. Older depictions are closely related to Indian depictions, but modern variants have been inspired by Chinese culture and their dragons. In the Balinese version, they are often depicted fighting Garuda. Intricately carved Nagas are used as railings on bridges or staircases, such as in Balinese temples and the monkey forest in Ubud. Deities were not only depicted as abstract beings. In many peoples, serpents played specific roles. A few famous Nagas are Adisesha, companion of the god Vishnu, dwells on his body and is a protector, Vasuki, king of the Nagas, which coils around the neck of the god Shiva, periodically acting as a rope, Kaliya, a snake subdued by the deity Krishna. Manasa, Hindu goddess of the Nagas and healer of snake bites and sister of Vasuki. Takshaka, tribal king of the Nagas who led an entire army of snake-like creatures. Ulupi, Arjuna's companion in the epic Mahabharata. Karkataka, king of the Nagas in Indian mythology. Who controls the weather. Lived alone in a forest near the kingdom of Nishada. Was wise and helped people if they showed him proper respect. Mukalinda, a Naga in Buddhism who protected Gautama Buddha after his enlightenment. Padmavati, Naga queen and companion of Dharanendra. Wise and cruel, Apalala, a powerful serpent from Buddhist texts. Shinabai, a goddess or spirit in Burmese mythology who is believed to have married a Naga and died of grief after he left her. A mythical character from ancient texts. Paravataksha, his sword causes earthquakes and his roar is thunder. A being of extreme power and intelligence. Does not cause harm unnecessarily. Naga Sari Gumumum, who lives in a freshwater lake in Pahang, Malaysia. Is a kind creature. Grants travelers recovery from all diseases and is a symbol of a good harvest. Yulong, the dragon king of the Western Sea from the classic Chinese novel Journey to the West. After completing his journey with the main character Xuanzang becomes naked and goes to live in the sea. Bakunawa, a dragon in Philippine mythology, often depicted as a giant sea serpent. Antiboga, a serpent in Javanese and Balinese mythology of Indonesia, who created the turtle Bedong, on whose back the modern world was built. The meanings of Nagi in the tattoo subculture are multifaceted. A tattoo depicting a snake or a humanoid creature with features of a cold-blooded animal can be seen on both women and men. The ideal place to get a tattoo would be on the arm or leg. In India, cobra deities were symbols of protection and had more of a positive meaning. Also, do not forget that Nagas are snakes, respectively, in many cultures symbolize wisdom and health. Often you can find sketches where the image of the snake is complemented by the image of Buddha. In Eastern countries, such creatures are responsible for the protection of sacred places, water sources, and numerous treasures. Also, tattoo with the image of a snake is associated with fertility and health. Tattoo Nagi often combine with the image of gems on their hood, symbolizing spiritual values. The image of the drawing with the beast can be supplemented with flowers, stones, amulets, depending on exactly what meaning a person invests. Realistic images of snakes are best done in black and white. A colored drawing will complement tattoos with ornaments and oriental lines. Nagas as characters of movies, games, books. Snakes in the cartoon Rikki Tikki Tavi. The book about nag snakes can be considered a work by R. Kipling. Rikki Tikki Tavi. The names of the cobras that hunt the main character, Nag and Nagena, refer to the name of the mythical beast. Nag Lachlan is the snake with 5 heads from the English-language TV series Lost Girl. That said, by the time the first series begins, he does not have 4 heads, which he lost in various fights. Is a positive character with a heavy personality. In the second season, he becomes the only one who can defeat the main villain, thanks to his venom. Snake-like creatures are the main characters in The Enchanter and the White Snake, where they appear in a positive way. Naga appear as a villain with superpowers in the famous Japanese anime Bakugan Battle Brawlers. The Naga Queen. One of the antagonists in the Naga snake fantasy, the Saturday Family, can telepathically control snakes. They are also featured as a separate class or race in games such as Warcraft, Warlords Battlecry 3, Heroes of Might and Magic, Battle for Westmouth, NetHack, Runes of Magic, Dota 2, and Prime World. They are often described as negative characters or unreasonable villains.